I love spicy and flavorful food products, but sometimes it just doesn't like me no matter what I try, no matter what I try. But nevertheless, I am still very much an adventurer. And I'm curious about the product that we're about to introduce to you today. And also, I get to interview the the exclusive distributors of this amazing products from the Philippines. And they're making a lot of things hot and spicy with this artisanal food product in the US market. So I'm excited to have them here. Welcome everyone to Flexing Philippines. And the reason for Flexing Philippines and what it is the number one Philippine-made product podcast, I should say advocate podcast and live stream. My name is Ferdinand Soriano, and I am your number one Philippine-made product advocate here in the U.S. market, as well as your co-founder, or as well as the co-founder of EmPHorium. Now, the goal of the goal of Flexing Philippines is many things, but the one that really stands out is that what we're trying to do with this show is we're trying to empower. You could say that empower whoever has ever had that thought. If you're based here in the U.S., who's ever had that thought, okay, even just a twinkling of thinking about bringing Philippine-made products to the U.S. market, okay, and possibly even creating a business from Philippine-made products, which is exciting. And this is what our couple today has done with Philippine-made products. Okay, so let's introduce the entrepreneurs and the distributors of this amazing artisanal product from the Philippines. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take a quick break. And what we're going to do is we're going to acknowledge some of our supporters and their products. And let's start with this one.
Hi, my name is Ron, and this is Teofilo Coffee Company. Where we drink coffee black.
And we are back. Welcome back, everybody, to Flexing Philippines. I'm your host, Ferdinand Soriano, your number one Philippine-made product advocate in the U.S. market. Now, as I said earlier, I wanted to go ahead and introduce this amazing couple who has done leaps and bounds. Okay, I first met them, I would say probably, and they'll correct me if I'm wrong, in 2022. I met them at an event in San Diego, California, where they were attending an event that was put together by the Los Angeles Consulate Office, as well as the one in San Diego. So they were there to discuss or really learn a little bit more about trade and opportunities in the Philippine market. Little did I know that I was talking to a couple that is working on trying to bring an amazing product in the Philippines, from the Philippines, and here they are, so many years later. And I'm excited to have them here. So again, we're here today. If you're paying attention or watching, you're going to learn today the challenges, the amazingness of the product, and why did they do it, and also talk about how they want to inspire other people in the U.S. who want to bring Philippine-made products in the U.S. So without further delay, from Suwerte International, I have to say that carefully, Suwerte International, please welcome Layno and Maria Pai Layno, or Arcinue-Layno. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey guys, how's it going?
I am excited for you guys to be here. Okay, I won't take any more time and take away from what I want the whole audience to learn about what you guys done ever since that day I met you. I mean, I know you've been doing it even before I met you guys. So without further delay, the segment this segment is called the Spark of Flavor. So why don't we go ahead and start with that? Tell us a story or how you guys began. What made you thinking about bringing this product into the U.S. market? So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the camera, and I guess take it away.
Okay, let me take a minute real quick to just say hello, to thank you, Ferdinand, for this opportunity, for the platform. We want to say hello to all the viewers out there. We're very excited to be here and appreciate what you do for the Filipino community, spreading awareness about what everyone does, and being a huge advocate for similar people that share our journey. So my name is Layno. My wife is Pai Arcinue. Our company is called Suwerte International. We import food products, our products in general, from the Philippines, and we are based in Chula Vista, California. So I'm going to introduce the heart and soul of the company. This is my wife. She has a background in business. She has a degree in business and a master's in entrepreneurship. Again, she's the heart and soul of the company, and her name is Arcinue.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, hi Ferdinand. Hi everyone. Yeah, the question is what sparked it, how we started the business. So just like a quick background, I moved here about 5 years ago from the Philippines. I'm born and raised in the Philippines and moved here 5 years ago because of him. So I was figuring out like what could I do, what's a good business. It just so happened, I think it's in business when starting, the spark really, I think it's a mix of who you know and a mix of luck. Yeah, that's right. Suwerte International, right? So it just so happened like my good friend back home in the Philippines, Ryan, and his wife Reese, started this food manufacturing business with their brand RKitchen. So it's basically gourmet tuyo in different spices, gourmet bottled tinapa in different flavors. They also have chili garlic oil and all that. So it was a really, 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 really big hit back home in the Philippines. A big factor that contributed to the brand success was that he and his wife Ryan and Reese are they're social media influencers. They have a big following, and besides that, the products themselves are really of high quality and they taste really good. So I told him, I remember I told him when he was starting out, like, yeah, Ryan, if it really works out there in Philippines, I'm sure there's going to be a demand here in the US. And then if you reach that point, then I'll import it. So it reached that point I'd say he started the business 2019. 2 years later, we were already talking about bringing the products here in the US. So yeah, that's how it started. Also, what a major factor to the success of the brand, and I would like to say our business, is that with the RKitchen brand, there was already like what we call a black market here in the US. So it's a relative sending their products here, and then selling it for so expensive, like $20, even $30 a bottle. They were selling it here. So I told Ryan, the market is tested already here. So, let's start things and start all the paperwork to legitimately bring the products here. So yeah, so that's how it all started. That's the beginning of the journey. Yeah.
Yeah, on the slide here, you can see a photo of Ryan and Reese.
Yeah,
and,
that's it. Yeah.
And this is their products that they have here, and they do a lot of aggressive marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to mention?
Yeah, do a lot of marketing. I think that's their their major their sweet sauce of success, I'd say. Marketing, besides themselves, they have that influence. They have a huge fan base back home, and I'd say worldwide already. And then they last year, on their fourth year anniversary, they got Danielle Padilla, for those who are familiar, as the first celebrity endorser of RKitchen.
Yeah. With any business, you have a portion of your funding allocated to marketing, and whenever I see those numbers, how much percentage people use or spend towards marketing, I kind of get surprised by it, and then so I look at how much we had budgeted for marketing, and surprisingly, I was kind of almost reluctant at first, but then I kind of have to understand, this is part of the business. There's no exposure. If no one knows what you're selling, then pretty much no one will buy it.
Anyway, yeah, that's it. 49. Do you have any more questions? Yeah, or any comments about? Ferdinand, we can't hear you.
I said that you were sort of in a roll. That's why I didn't want to interrupt you until necessary.
Yeah, we were kind of, but we
I wanted you to show the slides and everything, right? But at the same time, I said I did my own research about Reese and Ryan, right? I guess they started in 2019. So to reach that height of that product, I mean, this is a family business, right? This is a family business. Yeah, right. So they made burro, I think it was, and a lot of people don't know what that is, but that's an acquired taste. But I suppose what's happened, they probably said, okay, this is good, because I don't know, are they from Pangasinan too or something for whatever reason? Yeah, see. So in the Philippines, for those who are not familiar, that it's a province in the Philippines, which I'm from also, and I think Pai is also, and also Jay. So that's a typical dish in the Philippines with made of fish, fermented fish, but it was really good. Don't get me wrong. So I guess now my question to you guys is, when you decided to go, I'm going to go do this, you went all in. Not only were they friends, I'm assuming that because if I got the opportunity of a product in the Philippines with this many, this followers, it's almost like a no-brainer. Let's put that aside. But I want to end the segment by asking you, what is it that pulled you over the top, so to speak, and say, okay, I'm going to do it, because there's nobody here doing it, and I think there's a lot of opportunity. And by the way, I just want to let you know, though, their product is so good that I think a lot of people are selling it not legal.
Yeah, like there's a black market, like I said earlier.
There's a freaking black market with this stuff, and it's kind of exciting to know that the distributors are here with me. But I look on Instagram and I almost want to, hey, I don't think that's legal. I'm almost like want to post it there, like, hey, you guys should call the distributors here. But anyway, going back to that, what is that one thing that you would describe that says you turn to Jay, or Jay turned to you, Pai, and say, okay, let's go, let's do it.
That moment.
Let me start off by beginning this with, we always come up with businesses with new business ideas every other month or so, and then every time we had that discussion, I think this will fly, I think this will not fly. This one we kind of both agreed, like, okay, everything is lined up. Things, it's within our grasp. I think we can handle it. It's a lot of stuff we don't know, but we have the willing and the motivation to do it. And then you can.
So the moment we had, I think it was like after talking to Ryan, and to put it out there were like so many applicants, like distributors, importers, like really messaging, emailing RKitchen or Ryan all over the country, wherever there's Filipinos. Canada, Taiwan, Japan, like everywhere, Middle East. We're really thankful for the trust that Ryan has given us. But of course, we had to like pitch ourselves and explain to Ryan why we had the capacity and all that. And I'd say there's that leverage that he and I are good friends too. But he knows that I mean business and I have the capacity, and I have we mean business. I'm sorry, that we have the capacity to do it. In terms of that, like we don't have any background in foreign trade, import, export, food, like zero background. So we just looked at each other. Okay, let's do this. Like we looked at the possible numbers at that time, and what our strengths were, where we need help. But the most important thing, like business 101, if there's a demand, then go ahead. Like you really have to serve that demand. So it already that part of the business of starting up a business, the demand was already addressed because there was already a black market here. So it was just for us, it was just a matter of legally bringing in the products here.
Yes, and I can attest to that because I've seen it so many places. So to me, I think you might be underestimating yourself. I know that your background, Pai, is in sales also, and I don't know if you want me to say all that, but and also I see both of you as one is the analytical one, maybe the other one is a little bit more of the the sales part. Maybe you have to share a little bit both, but you guys both have that that capacity, I think. So to me, the reason why I'm just saying that is because some people who might want to bring products from the Philippines, sometimes they underestimate themselves and what it's going to take to be able to sell that product here.
Yeah.
Everything is about baby steps.
Yeah. If I may add, talking about baby steps, the first step really is the mindset. It's all about mindset. So like for me, when I moved here and we were discussing about what's a good business, like you have to look at the opportunities. Of course, there's going to be problems, obstacles, risks, but you have to put your mind into the opportunities. And we saw that this was a very huge opportunity in itself already. Yeah, huge opportunity. So yeah, we dove into it. We officially registered the business in 2020, but we didn't get our first shipment till 2022. 2 years later.
What we're showing on the screen is actually
our first shipment.
First shipment, and this photo kind of means a lot to us because it took us a lot to get to this point. You can imagine 2 years of going back and forth on how import works, how shipment works, the cost, the planning, the ordering, the marketing,
the funding,
the logistics. You can see back there is it's a trailer from Home Depot at that point.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go ahead and end it there because I want it to spill over. I'm gonna spill over.
Challenges.
Let's do that.
Challenges, right? So I'm just trying to make that as a segue. But look at that palette, look at the boxes and the order, and that's what I've always been preaching to everybody to start their importing that way. And it took a while to do that, but they did it. So anyway, let me go ahead and end that segment of the spark of the flavor for this segment of the Flexing Philippines. And then when we come back from the break to acknowledge our supporters and their products, we'll get into the challenges of what Pi and Jay has done, and they can get a little bit more details on that. So with that being said, let me go ahead and go into our next break. One of our service provider, and here they are. And definitely we are back. We are back. If you're watching, thank you so much for watching. And my name is Ferdinand. You are watching Flexing Philippines. Flexing Philippines, we chose that because we want to go ahead and be able to tell you all of the amazing products from the Philippines. But you have to flex a little bit so you know you're amazing, right? And that's what we're doing with the distributors or the guests that we have on the show, because their job, and I told them it's going to be their job, is to empower everybody to be honest, to be real about how to bring Philippine-made products in the U.S. market. And today we're talking to Jay and PHLEXING, and I am so appreciative of their time because I know they're busy. They're very busy because they just started this business. So now they talked about the amazingness. Why did they choose doing this product here? You kind of get that. Now you can watch it on YouTube. Now let's talk a little bit about the challenges, and we're calling this one Overcoming the Heat by Suwerte International LLC. All right, back to you guys. Here is Jay and Pi of Suwerte International. So why don't we talk about that, guys?
Yeah, let's kind of continue on where from the previous time. Are you able to bring up the slide again so people don't see our face? Yeah. So again, this photo means a lot to us because we didn't know what we were headed to. It took us a lot to get to this point to receive. This is in LA, by the way, in Compton, actually, off the 91. And so we had to make the drive up there. We had to make sure that we got the inventory on time and had to make sure we deliver it to the to the buyers on time. So in the overall the overall question of the segment, the challenges that we were facing, we we know that this was a great business opportunity, and we knew that we had it had a lot of potential for it to be successful, and we also understood that we had the capacity to be a successful in it. We both had good, strong backgrounds. We were both motivated. Um, anyways, our biggest challenges
Yeah.
were probably having the company in compliance with the regulations in the U.S. So the products that we are initially starting off with is a fish product, and so it has its own sets of regulations in the U.S. And we didn't have I didn't have a food background. She didn't have a food background. So, and importing itself has its own set of complications. So we had a lot of learning to do, essentially. And we did have the motivation because we're putting skin in the game. We want it to be motivated. And so did you want to carry on?
Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, I'd say like for importing, especially here in the US where they are very strict, the biggest hurdle was making the products and the manufacturer, RKitchen, US FDA compliant. So it took 2 years to do that during COVID, actually. So there was a lot of back and forth, a lot of consultation with our customs broker, a lot of consultation with an FDA expert, and then we had to relay all that information to RKitchen to actually apply those regulations and to get certifications. So that's very important with a manufacturer, food manufacturer, especially for seafood. You need those certifications in order to export from the Philippines to the US. So yeah, I think that was our biggest challenge starting, because we didn't know that we needed those regulations. We were like, okay, let's start our first order, and then oops, oh no, we need these regulations. Okay, it should only take like maybe a couple of months. Oh no, it took us 2 years. So and if I may add, like Jay, he's very patient with reading everything, like from the US FDA website, reading all the articles and like combing through it and communicating it back with our kitchen. I'm not patient in that area, so I think that's where our partnership really works, because he's really patient with reading all the regulations.
I just have to jump in there and kind of like add on to that, because that's what I was trying to tell you. It strikes me as Jay as being the patient one, so to speak, and being analytical, because I read his background. So that's why when people are doing what they're doing, certain traits that they've occurred, you need to have that. You need to have both. Anyway, continue with what you guys are saying.
I'd say to add to that, I'd say like, we do take our time and due diligence to look things over, but at some point you just gotta like, just keep pushing forward and just kind of jump to things and see where things land. From there, the saying is, you do it and then you ask for forgiveness later. Anyways, we started off consulting with a broker, and then the first thing we said, hey, we want to bring these products over, and so we asked them how much does it cost. And so that was a simple question, but it just spawned all these other questions. Okay, they're asking, okay, you need a license to import, they need a license to export, you need a certificate of origin, you need FDA compliance, you need
the HACCP,
food facility registration, all kinds of things just lined up. And then we started acknowledging how much of a daunting task we had to work with the manufacturer to get them in compliance.
And if I may add to, I think which is really important to, we were really getting into it, doing the due diligence, but it was still up to the food manufacturer if they were willing to obtain those certifications. In order to obtain those certifications, they have to do so many things, that even like lab tests, like the NutriFacts on the label, all those need to go to a certified lab. all the ingredients, everything, everything that's written on the label needs a backup document or evidence. Even like this expiration date, everything, and you have to translate everything in English because of course it's tuyo. You bring it to the US, people need to know what tuyo means. So yeah, we had to do the translations. And with RKitchen, the good thing about it was Ryan was like, go, go, go. He had that mindset and motivation to say, go, go, go. Yeah, I want to export this to the US. Let's do it. He spent millions of pesos just to get certified and be US FDA compliant. Yeah. And we're very thankful for that. If he decided and realized he's gonna spend this much and decided to not push through with it, then we wouldn't have this business to start off, or we would have to look for another food manufacturer for that reason. But yeah, everything lined up.
So
now,
so
go ahead, Jake. Finish your thought.
I don't know how many more minutes you have on this segment, but I wanted to go talk about, once we brought all the products here, we had to figure out who wants to buy it. And then I was going to. So once we did get everything here, we had to, do our marketing, essentially our own marketing here in the U.S. And fortunately, there was a huge following for this product to begin with.
Yeah.
So it was just a matter of executing.
Yeah. So we were receiving a lot of applicants who wanted to be distributors here in the U.S., resellers, distributors. So we did narrow it down to one wholesaler to cover the whole Northern California and another wholesaler to cover Southern California. So our very first shipment was 3 pallets of the chili garlic oil. We started with the chili garlic oil because the compliance was still pending. So yeah, out of the 3 pallets, 1 went to SoCal, the other one went to NorCal, and then we brought 1 pallet home. Yeah.
This was considered our trial shipment. It didn't contain any fish, so it didn't have that many regulations on it on importing.
Yes. We just wanted to test out the logistics.
Correct. And also we both know. I mean, I'm going to do a shout out because that's where I got my training from, and I'll publicly tell everybody who your customs broker. Why don't we just go do a shout out for him or for the company? So go ahead and do that. Who are they?
Yeah. So yeah,
EmPHorium. So yeah, so EmPHorium kind of essentially, they kind of
Jackie. Hi, Jackie.
Yeah, they kind of walked us through the entire process. We did a lot of Zoom meetings, a lot of telephone calls, a lot of emails back and forth.
Yeah.
They told us what will work, what won't, and one thing that they always mentioned to us from the get-go was, we believe you guys are going to be successful. We can see you guys, bringing over containers, and that won't be a problem. And I'm thinking of, all this, all these obstacles that we were currently facing at the time, and to have that reassurance and that guidance from them really helped.
Yeah, Jackie's only good word for Jackie.
She taught me She taught me whatever I know, as far as that. And then also Uncle Eddie. And so I'm going to go ahead and do a shout out to them. I'll never forget that. That's how I started in doing what I'm doing because of that. So I just want to go on record. Now it's immortalized, Uncle Eddie and Jackie, that I said that to you.
They're from Pangasinan too.
Yeah, they're from Pangasinan too. But, earlier Pai was saying something about the registration. You see this this booklet, it literally becomes that. Like when you do that FDA, but you see, I don't want to use that to scare you guys if you want to do it. It's just that what they've done is they took their time to research it along the way. And that's what you need to do. You cannot let that deter you if you believe in the product. Like RKitchen is amazing. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to end this segment by asking you this question. This is the one that I wanted to ask you. See, to me, going back to mindset about one of the founders of RKitchen, you said that you just said that. My question to both of you guys is, when, let's just say, the delivery is late or the FDA is a problem, what pushed you through and moving forward and doing that anyway? Anybody could stop you at that moment, right? I mean, I'm sure there was a point where there was no more point of no return, but at the end of the day, what is it helps you propel through any of those challenges?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll admit that at one point we were like, should we just give up? Yeah, we had those moments. Even Ryan, like, because he was going back and forth already with, actually in the Philippines it's BFAR, Bureau of
Yes.
Fisheries. It's something,
Mhm.
yeah, I forget. But they're the government agency who would be certifying them with
Correct.
the HACCP, right? And we were just going back and forth.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. 1 month. They said 1 month, 1 month, and then after a month, okay, we still need to do this. And like it's just kept pushing back. And like me and Ryan were like, oh my god, like is it still worth
Yeah.
it? Is it
Almost-
still worth it?
Almost
Yeah.
every inspection that they had by BFAR, they would come up with new actions.
Yeah.
My comment to the Philippine government, okay? The new Philippine Export Development Plan is in play. Please try to make it that much easier and promote this. I know you guys might hate me, but I'm just telling you that's the key. A lot of people want to bring in products, but you need to make it easier.
Now that you mentioned that, we based on our experience, we hope that the Philippine government would really step it up and help these local Philippine-based food manufacturers, or any even non-food manufacturers, really support and help them scale up their business. And one way to scale up is to export to the U.S. market. But there, just in the Philippines alone, there's so many regulations and red tape.
And I think I'll be fair too and say I think they're trying to eliminate that, because like I said, there's a new plan, the Philippine Export Development Plan, that hopefully that they continue to make it easy to do that, because there's no reason why there shouldn't be any more Philippine products here. So why don't you guys end your comment on this segment, and then we'll go into more about RKitchen, the essence of the product. Go ahead and end that.
Let me just add on to end the segment is, when on our journey with BFAR and seeing, going through HACCP and stuff, we do run into other businesses like us in the Philippines that are still not struggling, but are just trying to overcome the obstacles of, trying to get their product out of the country. And it's essentially, everyone has a motivation there. They just, they just need the the assurance from the government, and try not to get too bogged down on everything.
This phrase that I'm showing you, exactly why I put it in the beginning, because there's going to be obstacles, and the government, or your mindset, most importantly the mindset, really, the government will do whatever, whatever that is, right? But in the end, it's your mindset. Like Ryan, he had the mindset, just do it, go, and he did it. And you guys are here, and you overcame the challenges. And I think you answered that question that I wanted to ask you. So with that being said, why don't we go to the next segment, which I'm excited to talk more about RKitchen and all the other flavors that you have and the essence of it, because I have a question to start that off with. So anyway, let's go ahead and do a quick break. And this is, again, one of our supporters, and also I want to show their product.
Get ready for a wild ride with our 100% natural and ridiculously healthy products, straight from the farm to your cup. Our fresh fruits are like a party for your taste buds. It's your health, your choice, so why settle for anything less? Our vision? To awaken your consciousness about the incredible benefits of Mother Earth's natural gifts. It's time to reconnect with nature and embrace the wonder it offers. Our goal? To deliver products that honor the dedication of everyone involved. We cherish the sweat, love, and care poured into each root. So, join us in this journey towards vibrant well-being. It's time to nourish your body and soul.
All right, guys, we are back. Again, my name is Ferdinand Soriano, co-founder of EmPHorium. But more importantly, I am the #1 Philippine-made product advocate here in the U.S. market. And I proudly say that to all that's listening and watching us at this moment. You are watching Flexing Philippines, which is a podcast live stream of what we do here. Is we're just trying to encourage, empower, motivate all the people in the U.S. that are considering bringing Philippine-made products into the U.S. market and creating a business. And that's what we're doing, is trying to create and plant baby steps, or rather teach you the baby steps and do the good and the bad. So today we have Jay and also Arcinue-Layno. that are they're the exclusive distributors for a brand called RKitchen. And they're here today. We've talked about the origin of their journey. They talked about the challenges. So now, why don't we talk about a little bit more about the product itself? And I'm going to go ahead and bring them back now. All right. Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, guys. How are you?
Right.
How's it going?
Okay, so you guys doing good? Are you hanging in there? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yep.
why don't we go start the third segment? We're calling this one the essence of the product. And I'll go ahead and give you the camera again.
Yeah, if you can bring up the slides, we do have some visuals on there.
There you go.
There you
Yeah. So about the products from RKitchen, so they have these gourmet food products, which is, so they have the chili garlic oil, the tuyo variants, which is dried herring in different flavors. So they have the sweet and spicy garlic and spicy garlic and vinegar. And then they have the tinapa variants that comes in different flavors as well. Like, if I can remember from the top of my head, they have lemon garlic tinapa. They also have garlic tinapa. They have adobong tinapa. And they have the buro. They have the burong hipon and fish, burong hipon and burong isda. So they are coming up with more products, but I can't announce them yet. But they're all coming up with like more unique products in the Philippines and basically worldwide. So to add like what makes it unique. So for one, if we look at the market or at the competitors, there are bottled to go products on the market in the Philippines and even here in the US. What makes RKitchen unique is they have distinct flavors. They're the only ones that have different flavors. So they have the sweet and spicy garlic tinapa, and they're the only ones that are actually already deboned or filleted. So people say, oh, why is RKitchen more expensive than the other brands? If you compare it, the other brands, they still have the head, the tail. It's not deboned. RKitchen's already deboned, like I said earlier, and it comes in a bigger bottle. And with their other variants, tinapa, I believe there's no other tinapa gourmet bottled tinapa on the market except RKitchen.
Yeah. So hopefully we get the opportunity to bring that in this summer. We're working on all the regulations for that, all the certifications on bringing that over, but that one's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
No, my question to you guys is that
Ferdinand, are you still there?
Still there, Ferdinand? You
Yeah.
kind of cut off.
Yeah.
There you go again. See, okay. So my question to you guys, that what I'm trying to come across to all the people watching us at the moment is that the product is amazing, right? But there's also a point with what you're doing that truly convinces you that this is it. This is it. This is the product that's going to, well, I don't want to overly amp it up, right? But this is the product that's going to actually create a business, right? So to me, reiterate again, what was that for you guys that made you feel like this is, I'm going to go all in, because this product is not just chili garlic oil. You sort of describe it. So I wanted you to go more into that, like you said, with me, if there's bones in the fish, I'm not eating that. I mean, I don't know, I'm spoiled, right? But you see, to me, when you have a product, you get hyped up about it because there's something about it that makes it so extra special. And in your belief, you're going to propel it through to any sort of marketing. What is that you guys are thinking? Is it the branding? Is it the product itself, or is the packaging? What is it? What is it for you guys?
I'd say like twofolds. One would be the branding, RKitchen. If you really get to know the owners, their journey, how they started. Ryan said he just started like the first batch on his kawali. What's the English of kawali? Yeah, his wok back home in his kitchen. And just and he has no background in food either. Okay, yeah, he just started experimenting, formulating, and the very first batch in 2019, he sent to me actually. My parents were coming over, so I asked him to like send it through my parents. So yeah, the very first batch of the tuyo and the tinapa I tasted. of course, very good, like very tasty. I gave him my feedback, and then the brand itself, they're all about their people. They grew up so fast, they scaled up so fast that they started with a handful of employees to now over 300.
Wow.
They're providing that kind of livelihood now in Pangasinan and Villafis. Yeah, and they're expanding. And recently, when I was speaking with Ryan, actually, I think the other day, he just started telling me all his plans and like his new mindset, how he feels, so grateful. But now, like everything that he's doing for the business, it's all about the people. Like he's so focused on the people right now. Yeah. So that's yeah.
To me, I see the makings of an iconic brand. I'm not just saying it because you're here. I'll say it on Facebook, whatever. Okay. I feel like this is an iconic brand. If you just continue to focus on the packaging of it, the quality is already amazing, like you said. So that's why I just wanted you to verbalize it. I already know why you're doing it, because I probably would do it myself, and I'll tell you right now what would have been the reason. Because I run into a lot of products that I like. There are certain varying degrees of I like. There are I love it, and damn, I can make money out of this.
I may add also, this is like a story I told Ryan that he should really share this. So his plant manager actually started as his janitor and then construction worker, and now he's the plant manager overseeing the production. And we Zoom with him frequently, and the personal development and growth is amazing. We had to require him to undergo a certification, something to do with PCQI, like what does it stand for? Like it's like quality control.
It's essentially a QA
person,
certificate for the whole facility.
Yeah, but he had to undergo like an online seminar and then pass the test, and it's US standards, and he passed it. And when we talked to him, like technicalities on the food production, he knows everything. Like it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing how
you could do a seminar now. Yeah,
how to evolve the people. Yeah.
We got to see him grow. Him personally. We saw him throughout all the Zoom meetings, and to see him grow and to see the whole team grow also.
Yeah. And the second part is the product itself. So I regularly check on feedbacks. So we're currently supplying to Seafood City and Island Pacific and other stores. I regularly call the store managers or grocery managers and get their feedback and what are the customers saying. So one, yes, they say it's priced high. RKitchen did that on purpose because it is a premium brand. But they say even if it's expensive, it's so worth it. Like sulit, they say it's so sulit, walang tapon. Because it's already filleted, so they don't have to take off the head.
Probably empty, and people would put rice in it just to make sure everything is gone.
Yeah. So they say it's very tasty. They know it's good, high premium quality. So they say it's worth it. That's their words. It's worth it, and walang tapon. That's what they say. Because you don't have to take off the head. You don't have to take off the tail anymore. Just straight from the bottle on top of hot rice, and you're good.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I learned about promoting Philippine-made products, that there are just certain products that just go that extra mile. You're always going to get people say, "Oh, it's expensive," but at the end of the day, once you try it, then it's not even about the palate anymore. It's just their people's mindset. You can't fight somebody's mindset where everything is expensive, and I respect that to a certain degree. But if you can show to provide the value, they see the quality of the packaging, the way the customer service and all that. I find that, hey, if you don't totally agree, that's all good. Then that's why you just continue to market and find that groove, because the product itself, as you can see, everybody, the packaging is amazing. You cannot say anything except that it's great. So with that being said, though, I'm going to go ahead and I'll go ahead and let you finish that off. But I just want you to, at the end of the day, focus on, if you're talking to a manufacturer right now or a wannabe or an aspiring importer, what is it that they need to find so that, because it seems like your journey so far, everything's been aligned. Okay. So tell me, end it with that. Like, again, what is it that keeps continuing for you to move and be motivated in doing it? Is, again, the people, the product, end it with that.
So I mean, we'll be honest. Of course, our motivation is profit, right? Like
Really? Are you sure?
of course, like starting a business, right? We have a kid in college, we have a baby, but in the grand scheme of things, once our business reaches a certain level, we would definitely want to help, really help Philippine-based companies who want to promote their products in the US. We'll help them from start to finish. We'll help them with the compliance. I think that's a value that's a value that we can contribute. Help them even come up with food ideas. We're on the demand side here. We'll find out where the demand is. We'll do that. We'll do it backwards and then tell them, hey, there's a demand for this certain product. Can you make it? Do you want to make it? We really want to help them even down to the grassroots levels. If it's going to build employment in the local community, especially in Pangasinan, if I can do that, then I would really love to. I would really love to do that. That is like the altruistic vision that we have for the company.
I'm going to go ahead and let you end with that so that it can again spill over into the next segment. So I'm going to go ahead and take this moment to just say, hey, if you guys are watching this and you have some thoughts and you have the questions for Pi and Jay, whether it's during the show or end of the show, please send us some messages. If you right now you found a product in the Philippines, these two, including yours truly, can help. And give feedback. Of course, I'm gonna have to charge you per hour. No, I'm just kidding. But at the end of the day, we're trying to get more livelihood started in the Philippines. But it's not just the Philippines. I always just try. I don't like to just rely on that. I also want to rely on the fact that you can create a business here with Philippine products. So let me go ahead and end it there. Let me go ahead and go into a quick break again to acknowledge some of our supporters as well as their products. Here you go. And I am back. Hello, everyone. Again, this is Ferdinand, your #1 Philippine-made product advocate in the U.S. market and also the co-founder of EmPHorium. And today you're watching Flexing Philippines, which what we're trying to do here is create awareness of how to source, ship, and sell Philippine-made products, especially if you are a U.S.-based aspiring entrepreneur who wants to create an opportunity for themselves with Philippine-made products. And today we are ending the segment with hopefully some encouraging words. We've been interviewing Jay and PHLEXING of Suwerte International. They're talking about their products. We talked about the origin of the product. We talked about their challenges. We talked about why this particular product, what makes it amazing, what is it that you're trying to achieve, all of that. So now we're going to end the show with something uplifting. We're going to talk about motivation. I've asked them to go ahead and try to give some benefit, what they've learned and what's the satisfaction. And again, Pi was earlier in the last segment, you were talking about altruistic and what you want to do later on as soon as you're able to sort of stabilize what you guys are doing. So with that being said, let me go ahead and turn it right back to you.
Yeah. Do you want to say
well, I guess what I can say along the lines of that is being persistent on what your end goal is. Always, wake up with your mindset on, your purpose on reaching your goal for that day. The short-term goal, long-term goal. Always, move towards that goal for that day. And by any means, in our journey, we do have our ups and downs, we do have our challenges, but we did have the motivation and the right mindset to achieve the goal, and the goals we set up. We set up goals, near-term goals, and long-term goals, and we always try to reach for it.
I'd say yeah, it starts with the mindset and action, right? You just need to be persistent, like one foot forward every day. Even if things feel overwhelming, you just have to focus on the goal or the opportunities. Because sometimes you set a goal and then you realize, you know what, I can reach for a higher goal, and then because the opportunity presents itself. Because that when we were starting, we didn't even think about supplying it to Seafood City or Island Pacific. We're thinking like smaller, like just maybe that it's easier, probably easier to reach out to the the smaller Filipino stores or Asian stores, Asian restaurants. But then the opportunity presented itself that we were able to meet with the buyers of Seafood City. We would like to actually acknowledge Mr. Eric Elnar. We met him that same day we met you at that event, actually. So he's the DTI Trade Commissioner in Los Angeles. He's the one who introduced us to Seafood
Hi,
City.
Eric.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he's actually in this
Yeah.
photo. He's
He's
in
in
the
that
photo
photo.
on the
Yeah.
top right photo in the
yeah.
jacket.
So this was 2023 because I was pregnant. I was pregnant right here. Yeah. So these are the buyers, the purchasing department of Seafood City.
Yeah. So we kept relations with Eric. I mean, it's all about who you meet, who you know.
Yeah.
By circumstance, we met him at a networking event along with you, Ferdinand.
Yeah.
He was able to forward us with some contacts and get things going.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was even on this initial meeting that we see here on the photo. He's from LA. He was nice enough to drive down to Pomona to meet with us with Seafood City.
He's very supportive, very humble. Like we love Eric so much. Yeah. And then with Island Pacific, we attended a different event last December where the owners of Island Pacific would be the speaker.
Yeah.
And we literally just approached him with RKitchen and showed him and asked him like, "Hi, we're the importers of this product. How do we get it to your store?" Yeah. And the moment Mr. Nino Lim, he saw it and he's like, "Oh, I know this. I want this. What's your next delivery?" Like I didn't even have to do my whole sales pitch. He was like ready for it.
It was a little bit of luck. It does sound a little it does sound easy, but we did do a lot of planning, a lot of due diligence on that meeting, on that a networking meeting in LA, and things lined up and it went our way.
Yeah. If I may, I would like to acknowledge that event was hosted by Filipino American Chamber of Commerce of Greater LA. So very thankful for them too.
Yeah. Very thankful for that opportunity for them. They, the guys introduced us as soon as we came in, and they made us feel welcome. And I'll do a little plug for their little gala in March 16th. They're having a networking gala, I guess, for members, and so that'll be fun to see everyone there.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, going back, sorry, we kind of went off tangent there. But yeah, it's all about mindset and just envisioning yourself as a successful entrepreneur. Because when you really envision it, you embody it, and your day-to-day actions, it just goes towards that that vision of yourself for yourself, us as a couple, and for our business. And I'd also like to say that we really complement each other. So his strengths are not my strengths and vice versa. We really complement each other. So like you observed earlier, he's the analytical one, he's a patient one. He makes all the palette plans, he draws all of that. He's an engineer, by the way. He's an engineer, so he draws all those palette plans and everything. So I'm more on like the sales, the marketing. I'm the one like speaking with the buyers, keeping the relations, and finance. And so we really complement each other. So if you start a business, if you just start a business, you have a partner, just figure out what your strengths and weaknesses are, and then work on that together.
I want to make a quick comment that use this as an analogy for your success so far in your journey, both. Now, obviously, Reina and is it Ray? I'm forgetting the wife's name.
Oh, Reese.
Reed.
Reese.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Reese.
I wrote it down and I go Ryan and Reese. Okay,
Yeah.
you see, to me, I feel like business is sort of like our kitchen's products. It's all put together. People are liking it, right? It's, you don't have to worry about it. And I think, if you realize what you just said, Pi, it's all about the ingredients. I hate to sort of be corny about it, but it is truly the
Yeah.
ingredients that what makes it, not only of the product, but everything that you put together and how it just came so easy, from Eric to your visit with the chamber. And chamber, I do have to tell you that chamber, I'm always going to say it because I feel at the end of the day, chambers will always be an integral part of doing trades.
Mhm.
DTI is amazing in trying to get there. That's why we remember earlier we were talking about the government, right? To a certain
Mhm.
degree, that's why I can't say too much on one thing and not the other, because it's a balancing act with what you do. So if you put all that together, it's really the mindset. It's really the
Mhm.
mindset of you being positive, you being, like you said, Pi. I loved what you just said. You're all about, you throw it out in the universe, so to speak. I believe in God. Okay, I'm going to declare that obviously to everybody, but I also know that there are certain things in the way you behave and the way you come out there and say to people that I'm going to make this happen. And I'm going to be positive. I'm going to go ahead and be persistent. And then the world sort of, conspires against you.
Yeah. You attract
It's
it.
okay. Yeah, exactly. Right. Pi? I mean, I think you guys believe in the same thing I do. You know, so
Yeah.
that's my feeling too. And in my own journey, that's happened with all the people that I've met and has helped me along the way. It's been fantastic. So I hope that you guys continue to do that, and the people that are watching. So I guess the takeaway there, the message, both of you, why don't you end it with that? What's your message with that last comment about how to approach this business? What would be your go-to? This is
Yeah.
how I would go into the business of importing a product. Go ahead.
Let me start with a couple
Yeah.
sentences. So like what most people see like out of our business is they would see our products on the shelves, and they would see our Facebook posts, but there is a lot of skin in the game, and a lot of things behind the scenes that they don't see. Like we had a slide there earlier of our friends and family helping out with moving all the products from here to there. And so there's a lot of behind the scenes things that's kind of almost a part of any business, and it's not the most fancy parts to see, but it is part of the business.
Yeah. I would say focus on opportunities. I do meet or like talk to some people where they want to start a business, but then they don't even make that first step because because of the risk, or what if like this, like that. Then you're not gonna make anything of it if your mindset, if your perspective is all about like the negatives, right? So focus on the opportunities, but don't be too naive either. Like do your due diligence, do your homework, but yeah, focus on the opportunities, and don't sweat the small stuff. Like stop making excuses. Like, oh, because if we do this, we're gonna spend this much money. Like for example, marketing. You have to put in the budget for marketing, because if you don't, nobody's gonna know. Even with our kitchen brand, where there's already a black market here,
What's a budget?
we still had to spend a lot on marketing to make people aware that our kitchen is already on the shelves of Seafood City, Island Pacific. We spend a lot of money on that.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna call out all the people shipping in illegal RKitchen. I'm calling them all out. Hey, stop that!
Yeah.
You're making money for the people who compliantly bringing it here, but it's all good. I'm just teasing all of you. Hey, you do what you think you're gonna be good for you, as long as at the end of the day, don't get caught. But if you're really doing it for the sake of promoting Philippine products, awesome. But let me end it with, thank you for doing that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end it right there with both of you. I know that you guys are busy. I want to say hello to their kid, Roro. I love that kid's name, by the way. I just keep having to say, every time I see you, I go, hey, Roro, what's happening?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'll end it with that. I just want to go ahead and publicly thank you guys for being here and being able to share your highs and lows and what you guys are doing. So I hope that that we can find some way to go ahead and continue to work with each other. But the thing that I probably want to reach out, Jay, let's end the show with where can they find the product. So let's go ahead and bring that up. Just show the screen, okay, where they can find the product, Jay.
Let me bring that screen up on slide 7, which is right here.
Well, while you're doing that, we have a special. Oh, there you go. Go ahead and let everybody know where you're at. See how amazing they are. Look at all the places they're now in.
Yeah.
So we're both retail and online, and we're still. So if you notice, these are mostly Asian stores. We want to bring the Filipino brand, Filipino products, food products to the mainstream. So that now that's like the bigger goal, right? So we're trying to get into like the bigger supermarket chains and make Filipino food like a go-to Philippine go-to cuisine for all races. I mean that's the goal, right?
The product that they have actually can be globally accepted. A lot of education still need to be made, but there's some lot of crossover products that they have. So I don't doubt that you're going to do that. So, hopefully we can figure out a way to work with each other so I can continue maybe help you guys in that sense. But this is their information if you want to be a distributor, right? Like, what is this? Who do you want to reach out to?
Well, here's our information. If you guys want to be involved with our company, that's all good. Even if you guys have just random questions or just questions about how we operate as a business, or questions about our journey, if it relates to you, or if you need any words of advice, we keep an open book, and you're able to reach us there.
Yeah, well, opportunity wise, of course, we would like to help the Philippine-based companies who are considering bringing their products here to the US. And we also work with distributors here in the US. Even if we do supply directly to the supermarket chains, but we would also like to be in the smaller stores, but we would like to go through the distributors.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to both of you. Thank you again for being in the show with Flexing Philippines. So today we actually flex our kitchen. That's what we did today, right? We did come on, Jay, come on. You have bigger guns than me, bro. So you got to do.
I used to, but yeah, here we go. This is all we're getting today.
Exactly. That's what we're doing. I think that's going to be my sign off. Yeah, Flexing Philippines, and I got like a Philippine flag at my forehead or something. But anyway, all right, guys, thank you so much. But if you guys want to stick around and maybe help me with, I sort of have a bonus 30 minutes because I have someone in the Philippines who is a freight forwarder there. Her name is Nancy Marquez. She's from RAF International, and she's actually at a Philippine trade show, which is focused on furniture. So I'm gonna take all the information out of here, and then you guys can stick around if you want. I mean, I'm gonna put you there if you want, but if you're good, okay. So hold on, let me go ahead and take this out, and then she's showing me. Let me see if I can get her on here. So normally when I end the show, let me see if she's in. Normally when I end the show, I'm gonna do the happy dance. Okay, so you're gonna do a happy dance with me.
So that's what we were looking forward to. Actually,
so everybody has to. Yeah, you do the happy dance with me. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Here's the happy dance. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Just wait. Okay, so what we're gonna do is do a little dance. I mean, I'm from like the 80s and 90s, right? So I'm doing this dance all day long. You do one of these.
Oh, yeah.
See, there you go. That's a happy dance. We actually finished something off and we go, okay, cool, we're done. All right, guys. See, that's what I'm talking about. All right, guys. Thank you for doing the happy dance. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. We'll put you in the green room and see if we can hook up with the Nancy Marquez, guys. Thanks for doing that.
Thank you.
Nancy, are you there? Nancy, are you there?
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ferdy. We're here at the SMX Convention Center located at Pasay. So we're here at the Philippine International Furniture Show to showcase you the proud Filipino products. So
Starting
we're
off,
here on 51 all weather. Hi, Ferdy.
Hey guys, I'm glad. So what I want you guys to do for me is take us around. I will be quiet. I have Jay and Maria Leno
Hi,
here
Jay.
with me now.
Hello.
We just finished doing the interview, so this is like a bonus segment. So take us
Okay.
around, and we'll just keep quiet, and we'll just let you have the camera. Show us all the amazing stuff in the Philippines right now.
How many minutes do I have?
Oh, I mean, it's up to them. I can stay here for an hour. You got at least maybe 15, 20 minutes. Just show us
Okay.
around so we can get
So,
an idea.
all right.
okay.
So we just got here like not too long ago, so we haven't really gone around. But this is what caught our eye. Right at this moment, we are at 51. Uh, 51 is the name of the company, and I want to take you in here. Sorry. Here.
So
If
first,
you notice, these what are these? What do these look like to you? These are backs of chairs that have paintings at the back of them. Can you see the whole thing? Are you able to show? So this chair, can you show them around over here? This was sold yesterday, 3 hours back on it. So so this is what's special about this product. No? Sorry, I didn't get the name.
Dre Peñol.
Dre.
Yeah, yes.
Dre Pino. You show Dre. So,
Morning.
morning, yeah. For the in Dre Pino, and Dre Pino is with 15-1.
Yeah.
You're the owner now, yeah. So these are all
I
weather furniture, for the and why don't you take us around your
Yes, sir.
pieces here?
We call this Haraya collection from
Mhm.
51 All Weather Furniture. So the idea is we are collaborating with award-winning artists in Bulacan, Jonet Carpio and Salvador Chi. So like you see, all the painting is hand painted.
Wow, amazing. So from here, from the front of of their booth or their spread, I didn't think it was a chair, but yun pala, if you turn around, you're seeing the back of the chair,
Yes, ma'am.
with all these paintings at the back of them.
Mm.
So so yeah, so like, let's go
Yeah.
inside and show us some more.
This one, the artist is Salvador Ching.
Okay.
This one, Bali First Lady bought it
Uh-huh.
yesterday.
ooh, the first lady.
The
Ang
title of
ganda.
the
Hey, touch
title,
it.
yes, sure.
What is it? What is
The
it?
title of the painting is Ang Babaeng Tiga Norte.
Oh wow.
So
babaeng
this is
tiga.
old and classic painting by Salvador Ching.
Ano tawag? Acrylic ba yun?
Acrylic
Acrylic.
po eh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Acrylic.
acrylic painting sila.
Pretty, have a look at that. So let's see. How much does a chair like this go for?
Around,
These are art pieces, you know. So it's
yeah,
like
it's art
they're
piece. Medyo mataas
medyo
eh.
pricey,
It's for collection eh.
Oo, no?
It's not for mass production.
I
Right.
see, I see.
It's for collecting furnitures at the same time collecting painting.
Oo.
So the idea is uh, nag-create kami ng painting na hindi mo na lang siya ihahang. So
Oo.
you can sit on it,
Oo.
you can keep it, nang hindi lang
Oh, wow.
So that's the idea.
That's really nice. Yeah. So, what is the price point for something like this?
Yeah, it's around 270.
270,
Yeah.
280. Okay.
Nancy,
All right.
Every
Nancy,
year.
You can
can I?
afford that, Ferdy. Huh?
No, no, I can afford that. I mean, can I have two of those? I mean, I mean, it's no big deal.
So,
You know
so
what?
how- yeah.
Nancy, can I ask him a
Yeah.
question? Is his name Jay?
J Pignol.
Dre.
Dre, sorry. Dre Pignol.
Dre, I like that better than Jay, Dre. I mean, not that I don't like Jay because my guest today is Jay. Dre, I love it. Dre Pignol. Hey,
Thank you,
Dre,
sir.
so
Thank you.
so you're in our live stream. We just finishing
Okay.
up a live stream, and we wanted to visit the Philippine trade show regarding the furniture. So what we do
Okay.
here in Emporium is we try to create awareness in Philippine-made products here in the U.S. So my question to
Mhm.
you, when it comes to these products that you have, these are obviously one of a kind. You're not going to mass produce it. So what
Yes,
are
sir.
you are you currently bringing products to the U.S.? Who are your customers, so to speak, your clients?
Bali yung US namin, sir, US account namin sa Colorado, we're still on progress.
Mhm.
Bali, my father live in Colorado. So kaya kami come up sa idea na mag-export sa area niya sa Colorado. Pero hindi pa kami start ng exporting.
I see. Yeah, Ferdy is based out in Los Angeles. So
Oh, yeah.
he has a good or good, really good relationship with the DTI of Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Dre,
yeah.
is there such a thing as High Point in North Carolina, like a furniture show?
Meron po, marami silang date even sa Vegas. So may mga show kaming pinaghahandaan or planning to go there. Like sa show in Vegas, hindi ko lang maalala kung kailan, pero we're planning to go there.
Kahit na hindi mo dalhin yung furniture, pumunta ka lang sa Vegas, okay na yun eh.
Yeah. Pero yun yung the business and the pleasure.
Yeah.
Dre, ano ang projection nyo for Philippine products for the US market? Anong klaseng market research ang ginagawa nyo? Kasi alam ko naman na maraming curiosity. Siyempre tayo sa Pilipinas, artisanal tayo, tapos we're also at that level of uniqueness and eco-friendly materials. So ano ang data nyo as far as the marketability of the Philippine products?
Yeah, bukod dun sa nasabi nyo nga yung maging kakaiba talaga, yung Filipino talaga is yung artistry eh. Hindi natin makukuha sa ibang bansa talaga yung kakaibang idea ng mga Pinoy. And the quality, of course, yun yung kayang-kaya natin ipaglaban. Yung maging kakaiba tayo, like katulad ni Kenneth Cobonque, nila Dedon, ito yung mga talagang tinitingala natin pagdating sa mga furnitures. So nag-start yon sa idea nila, sa galing nila. So yun ang pwede nating dalhin dyan sa US.
Yeah. So kung kailangan nyo ng ganyan, just let us know. Jay, Maria, meron kayong questions sa kanila? I mean, if you have a question, you can jump in. I know it's the Flexing Philippines and not what we're doing right now. Okay.
You can walk around the store. Actually, this turtle, ito ang start ko last year.
Okay.
So dito ako nag-start. This is my turtle lab suit.
That looks amazing. So something like that, Dre. I mean, who would be your ideal customer for that, Dre?
I'm sorry, sir.
Who would be your ideal customer for that?
Marami na siya, sir eh. So this design is 4 years na to sa akin. So nakalangoy na to sa Palawan, nanganak na to sa Boracay. So a lot of business resorts and residential, like I know Pia Wurzbach bumili rin sa amin nito, nilagay niya sa condo niya sa Lanay. So
Nice.
marami kung anong idea ng mga clients, pwede siya lagay sa garden, beach. So marami.
No, I can see that. I hope you have a good show, Dre.
Thank you, sir. Nice meeting you, sir.
Kasi at the end of the day, talagang I'm very proud to do what I'm doing here because nga maraming alam kong magandang produkto sa Pilipinas. But ang problema, hindi nga siyempre para bang consistency yung pag-promote nila. Kaya kahit na papano na nagagawa ko, pero hindi ko nagagawa sa sarili ko. Maraming nakatulong, katulad yung mga guests ko ngayon. Sila din, pinopromote nila mga Philippine products at the end of the day. So,
salamat, sir. Salamat.
yeah. So do that. Anyway, I'm good. Maybe this gentleman, Dre, might want to go talk to other people. Nancy, I don't want to.
Thank you, sir.
Great. I'll talk to you later. Okay, thank you, Dre. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it is amazing. You're amazing. Didn't you just come from Japan? How was your trip in Japan?
Oh, I had a wonderful time.
I bet you did.
Super cool. Everybody's going to Japan. Why? Because Japan is promoting their tourism. Food is affordable. And it was really nice for RAF to send us to Japan.
Yeah, good for you. I mean, I know you guys are, you take care of your staff, so I love that. So anyway, where are we going next? What amazing stuff.
Going next here is Aerostone. It's a maker of Hi parents, we are at Airstone and they have engineered stone. Yes, we call it reconstituted stone. Reconstituted stone is what they make. So they have tables like this. They make furnitures made of galvanized iron. If ang ganda. So hindi mabigat ba 'to? Hindi mo masyado. Ayan. So this is, and they also make baskets made of nito. The company is based out in Imos Cavite, tama ba? Yes. Imos Cavite. But the
Yeah.
nito is from Mindoro, no? So this is a local material. They also have this furniture. This is what caught my this piece of furniture is has this kind of weave, no? And
Ooh, I like
yeah,
that. I like that. I can
yeah,
see that in is that I mean, is that an indoor furniture? I mean, or is that outdoor?
outdoor furniture. Outdoor furniture. It's made of yung weave. Yeah, it's
Oh,
synthetic.
oh, I
And
like that.
this piece for the Philippine market costs about 216,000, but for the US market it's lower. Sila naman they can manufacture, or pag may order sa states, their minimum is to fill up a 1 by 20 container of mixed it can be mixed items.
Nancy, my,
So
my my go-to question all the time is because
yeah,
obviously we're here to promote exporting, right? So have they exported before, and who's their typical clients for these type of products?
yeah.
We have several clients in the US. The good um, US client, HL,
Teach
Polycheck, and
Hmm.
the other one, Serena Lily.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, I already said RH.
RH. Yeah.
Those
Those,
are the clients in the US.
So
I'm not
the
an expert. Well, I'm not an expert, but I've heard of those companies. So you guys must be pretty awesome. Na magaling kayo talaga, no? I mean, for you to be able to get those clientele now, sila are they more so on the? I'm assuming they're more on the high end, no?
They're more on the stone products.
Okay.
Like we have like planters, urns, like
Wow.
accessories, like the balls. Yeah,
and it's
So
huge.
it's an
now,
urn.
so is what is the trade show? Now, let me ask you something. Sort of maybe I don't know. Hopefully, you. I'm just getting data, right? As far as the trade shows are concerned, what are your always hopes in terms of do you go to the trade show because it's a well-known trade show? That's one thing I know. But
Mhm.
yung mga kliyente nyo na pumupunta dyan, they're mostly what from the US, China, and tapos ano yung talagang established na sila. They know that they go to these things and they're just seeing your collection for the first time. Paano yung ano yung purpose nyo dyan? What are your
The
purpose?
purpose of that is like joining the exhibit.
Correct, correct.
It's basically a continuous relationship and communication with the existing buyers, and also to get new leads.
Okay. Now, because Nancy and I work together to try and create value for each of our what we do. And one of the things that we do here at US, it's a company called EmPHorium. So what we're trying to do is create more opportunities for different types of product. So my
Mhm.
question to you is that the type of products that you do that you send, and you guys, if somebody wanted to see more of your product, obviously they go to the website, right? But yung what's your strategy for the US exports? I mean, if you want to bring your products to the US, how are you marketing it to the US buyers?
Currently, we don't do a US show in the US because for now we are already like have a good kumbaga, the production output and our um
The demand for
yeah, the demand, yeah. But
Mhm.
there are also like other increase currently. Well, we have a huge factory, so we can always add more people if necessary.
Well,
Um,
that's my sneaky way of asking you
yeah.
because I do know people here that are retailers and things of that nature. I don't know yet as far as the high end one, but I was just wondering if you were open to at least exposing the products here, maybe having your catalog in our site so that we can go ahead and try to promote it to the local furniture stores? Because I don't know who actually what are your demographics as far as the consumer? If you focus on the individual, or do you focus on the sort of rich people, I guess, if you want to call it that, or the high end hotels and things of that nature? Para bang yun ang gusto ng tanong sa'yo?
Sino yung usually natin sila?
Their companies.
Companies,
Like,
okay. Like hotels, ganyan.
yeah, basically those companies I got mentioned, those are they're selling it there, the distributor. I think. Then like Sweden, they have stores. Yeah.
I
Perfect.
see.
Okay. I thank you for answering my question. So in the end, Nancy, ask him if he's willing to at least allow us to maybe expose the product here in the US with a catalog, if that's okay. I mean, maybe you could talk to him about that later, because I like the
Certainly.
products here. There's a lot of high-end interior designers. There are a lot of interior designers here looking for that type of product.
Yeah, so we'll talk to Terrence some more, and I have the they have 3 companies that they represent, depending on the type of furniture or accessories that they're promoting. So we'll pass that on, but yeah, Terrence, we'll talk to you. Sige, sige. Thank you for your
Salamat,
time.
Terrence. Salamat, salamat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have time pa?
Yeah, why don't we do one more, and then we're gonna go ahead and sign off. We just wanted to see if you can maybe go to the entrance so that we can see how what the whole place, if you can.
Sure,
After
sure.
you maybe see one more.
Okay, I show you. Obra, come here. Ikaw naman, ikaw. So, what is this? Obra? We are at Obra. And this is, hindi namin nakausap yun, this looks like a, yeah, where iba-ibang, different types of furniture from different artists, from different designers.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So they're
So,
consolidating all the different products, not just one brand. Okay. Wow, look at that peacock swivel chair.
Obra in
Hey
Obra
Jay, you should
style.
get one for your house, man.
Yeah, so kind of like a,
Oh, hold on. Let me get you out of mute. Hold on. Okay, go ahead. What do you think of that furniture, bro?
It's awesome. It's awesome. We used to have the vintage style of those furnitures back in the day. So
Yeah.
those
yeah.
pieces of furniture brings a whole lot of memories.
Yeah. So are you able to talk to one of the representatives, Nancy?
Yeah, we'll look for somebody. Hi. Are you from here? Are you on- Okay. We are on live stream with EmPHorium with Ferdy and the US-based marketing company. And can you show us your work? Are you an artist?
Yeah, I'm a designer.
You're a designer. Okay.
Yeah.
You're very young.
Oh yeah, I am.
You're 23. Okay.
So
So
this is what I was able to do with the Opera Design Masterclass.
you
Yeah.
have a master class.
Yeah, it's the masterclass. So this whole area is a masterclass. So
Okay.
we were given like a span of 3 months to develop a product. So this is what I was able to come up with. And the concept with this one is that it's a furniture that revolves around 3D printing, CAD CAD technology. So it's a blank canvas where I have a bunch of 3D printed fitments where the buyer can either purchase fitments or make their own. So it's
modular,
It's modular.
meaning like you can assemble it or like
Yeah, it
put the puzzle
stacks-
together pretty much. Right?
stacks up over each other, and you have like the 3D printed. So, one
Just
thing,
touch it.
yeah. So we have like a bunch of, so it's still in a prototype period. So I'm still developing like all the fitments. Yeah. So
I got a
So let
question.
me see if
ahead.
I understand this correctly. This is Jay from San Diego. So the concept of this furniture is obviously to design it there and to produce it there, but you also have the ability to send the design to someone, to anyone around the world, and
Yeah,
have
yeah.
them print it out themselves.
So yeah, yeah. So you have like 3D models where it's basically like open source in a way, where you have all your 3D models up online, or you can develop your own stuff. So it puts the
Yeah,
power to the to the end user. So yeah,
yeah. I actually find that pretty fascinating. That's the
No,
first time I heard of something like that.
I love it because that's what I was going to ask you as far as that 3D printing. I think
yeah,
that's going to be a lot more opportunity for Philippine products and designers
yeah,
to
yeah.
go out
So
in the
it also
marketplace. So good for
empowers like
you.
designers and everything. So you have like a bunch of stuff where you can print. So I have like whatever some
Okay.
light modules like container or like more storage.
Mm-hmm.
So um actually I also had like more storage like components, but
Mhm.
they weren't able to my my manufacturer wasn't able to like develop them
I see.
because we were given a really short span of time.
Uh-uh.
This product was developed in a span of 1 month. To be honest, it was like 3 weeks.
Wow.
So it was pretty crazy how we were able to
Mhm.
come up with really interesting pieces in
Yeah,
a
just
short span
just
of
the
time.
same. So that this is your first modular organized furniture set
This is
design.
this is my first
This is your
furniture.
first wow,
Yeah.
first furniture. I see.
Well,
I see.
can you tell him this, Nancy? It's not so much just that he came up with a great design, but the fact
Yeah.
that he's incorporated a concept of 3D printing is to me
Imagine.
what makes it amazing. So good for you, my friend. I like that. And where you keep this is why I'm saying I know you said you're 23. I'm an old guy, right? So I'm always thinking to myself, you know, I think the Philippines is really progressing, and I love the fact that I'm counting on the youth, such as yourself, sir, na
Mm.
talagang kayo ang magiging innovators of
Correct.
Philippine products, and
Mm-hmm.
to get rid of the mindset na limitation natin na kung halimbawa meron kang dinesign na ganyan, kahit na
Yeah.
sabihin mo mahirap ilabas, pwede mo gawin yan. Pwede mo ilagay sa
Uh-uh.
open source yung technology. Yun ako natutuwa
Mm.
sa inyo. Okay, that's
Oh,
my
diba?
that's my feeling.
Sharing the resources is something that the generation is not afraid to put out there. No,
Yeah.
kind of different from my generation. If you ask me, yeah, for that
All right.
matter. Thank you for your
Thank you so
time.
much for talking to us. Thank you.
Yeah. Say I'll keep in touch with you. See you. Take care.
All right,
Okay.
Nancy.
So,
I'm
so
gonna
for your
go. I'm gonna go sign off, and
okay.
you know, I know you guys are probably gonna check that out, but I told you that we should continue to bring
Yeah.
Philippine-made products this way and expose
Um,
them, and then this. I wanted to show Jay that this is what we're trying to do here. So anyway,
all
um,
right.
I'll
Yeah, this is
I'll
all
I'll
awesome.
let you go, and then I don't know. I think Jay might have a question for you. Jay,
Oh
this
no,
is Nancy. She's from RAF.
Hi, Jay.
oh no, I was just admiring like what you guys do there, and how you guys bring exposure to the products of the Philippines and with furniture.
Yeah. Ang ganda eh. So it's too beautiful not to share, really. And
You see,
thanks for providing this avenue for
no,
me.
we need to continuously do this. That's why I feel like at the end, every time I end the show, I'm not I'm not mad or anything. I just more like I just wish that it's not about my ego or watching. I just feel like if we just do this consistently, then we're educating more people here in the in the US about Philippine products. But and that's the reason why I continuously try to fight and get more audience because they'll see this and
Yeah.
you never know who's gonna be the buyer. And that's my always my challenge. We get good content like this one. You're showing that Nancy. Without your help,
Mm.
Jay, si Nancy talagang magaling siya, madali siyang kausapin, madali siyang ano pag when it comes to shipping and things like that. Pero alam niya rin na kailangan natin kausapin yung mga Philippine manufacturers para alam nila na meron silang what's the word I'm looking for? They have an outlet for their products.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jay, I'll let you go and then I'll just say goodbye to everybody. And
Thank you.
all right, bye Nancy.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Nancy.
All right, Mr. J, where our show has ended, and I'm just gonna do my bye bye kind of scene. And you guys, I'm gonna milk that happy dance all day long. So anyway, I'll let you go. Okay.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
Fernand.
Thank you, man.
Anytime.
Bye bye. Okay, guys. So we've ended the show longer than normal, but I kept it at 2 hours. No, 1.5. With that being said, I'm just very thankful for all of you guys. Now, I just want to let you know that that was Nancy Marquez of RAF International. I want to go ahead and say shout out to Mr. Tress Balch over at Cuisine San Diego for letting me do my live stream, or rather my seminar on Saturday. And then also, please go visit our amazing sample shop on www.emphorium.com. That's where you see a lot of other products that we are trying to promote here in the US. And then our next live stream is next week. We're going to talk about Amazon, how amazing and huge that behemoth of a social media, e-commerce platform is, and that Philippine products need to be there. We're going to do another seminar, in-person seminar in Las Vegas later part of this month, or I think it's March 30th. And then June 9th, we're planning to be in a big event, Philippine Independence Day in Los Angeles. And also, I just want to say congratulations to Global Business Impact. We just got them approved with FDA. With their registration in the last 2 weeks. We just we just able to do that with 2 Philippine-made products. And again, thank you for watching. So with that being said, I bid you adieu, and I already did the happy dance, so I'm good. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon, and thank you so much for watching.